Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. And you take a look at this home team. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the Cavaliers just way behind. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. Alperen Sengun out there with Durant. And it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Bird in at the 3. And guys, this is a game we've had circled on our calendars.
Two of the hottest teams in the league. They've been playing terrific of late. I'm looking forward to this one, partner.
Now here's VanVleet. Bird, the pass to Durant. Back to Bird. Pass to Caruso. His three-pointer's off the mark. And the Cavaliers with possession. Stolen by VanVleet. Down low. Here's Durant. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
Well, the defense is right there, but Durant doesn't care.
Allen, a screen on VanVleet. Garland kicks to Hunter. Cleveland moving it around. Allen, a screen on VanVleet. The wide open look here for Garland. Offline with his 3. That's good from VanVleet on the assist by Bird.
And terrific hustle from VanVleet in transition, getting up court fast to finish the fast break.
VanVleet against Garland. From downtown, nailed from three-point land.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now he's worried it's going to be one of those nights when Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when he's going to blow up, but you're anticipating it. So coach is expecting the best out of his team, preparing for the worst. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Here's Mobley, following the basket by Larry Bird. Pass to Mitchell from past the arc. The 3 from Garland. It's hauled in by Bird. Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. VanVleet passes to Bird. Here's Caruso. Covered by Mitchell. And Garland comes to help. A wide open look for Bird. It's good from long range. Bird's got 5 points so far.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Pass to Hunter. And here is Mitchell. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. They trail by 9 points. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on a fast break this season.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
Hunter against Bird. Looking to end the run. Hunter no good.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Bird, the pass to Sengun. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Mobley. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. to the middle. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from 3.
Gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Garland against Van Vliet. Now here's Duren. He's guarded closely. And that one's good. Caruso.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Pass to Hunter. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And another 3 for Cleveland.
What a response by Mitchell. He takes those 3 points right back.
Now here's Caruso. 11-point game his last outing. Van Vliet on the wing. Now Duren, defended by Allen. Duren down low. He's against Allen. Duren, no good. Hunter kicks to Garland. Pass to Mitchell. The tray. Duren pulls it in. Gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Duren with the screen on Garland. It's Duren, top of the key. Here's Şengün. They double-team Şengün. And here's Bird from the arc. Evan Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Garland with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Pass to Allen. Mobley outside. Allen surveying the D. Allen with the screen for Garland. Lets it go with the 3. That one, no good.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Duren with the screen on Garland. Out to Bird. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
And here are the Cavaliers now. 8-point game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Max Strus is checked in for the Cavaliers. It's deflected. Here's Mitchell. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Mitchell's got 8.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Garland against Van Vliet. Now, here is Bird. He's tightly guarded.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. Since when LeBron was with them, great.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
So here we are, Stan, with the trade deadline in the rearview mirror. It's come and gone. Some players are definitely, don't you think, breathing a sigh of relief?
Kevin, it was my favorite day of the season, the day after the trade deadline, because players get distracted by all the rumors. Now they can get back to focusing on basketball, and everybody knows now this is our team going forward.
Now here's Mobley. 11-point game his last outing. Going inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Sometimes basketball is a simple game. Get that ball to Evan Mobley inside, and good things will happen.
Garland against Van Vliet. Pass to Caruso. Bird outside. Mitchell against Caruso. 4 on the clock. He's looking for Duren and finds him. Good on the bucket. Duren's got his second bucket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Allen outside. Strus with it. Still scoreless. Back to Allen. Shoots a three. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his fourth rebound in this one. To the inside. Pulls up. Excellent D there from Allen.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
The wide open shot from Strus. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
Oh, superb pass from Garland. He's all for setting up his teammates.
And here is Van Vliet. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Duren. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Mobley.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Trendon Watford's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Then for the Cavaliers, Tyson's checked in. And it's Ty Jerome in for Mitchell. After a solid rookie campaign, Coach, Jalen Duren had a breakout sophomore year.
Well, Kevin, Jalen Duren knows who he is. Averaging a double-double, but he stays within himself. Doesn't take very many jump shots. Shot well over 60%, and he has got a great motor.
Always good seeing a guard like Garland score inside.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Garland against Van Vliet.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Bull. And stolen by Mobley. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. They'll go to the free throw line.
He can take over, or Garland able to facilitate.
Cleveland shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Pippen's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Sam Merrill, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
And Mobley throws it down.
And went up and pulled it down. Mobley soaring.
1:22 left in the first. Bull setting the pick for Pippen. Over to the wing. Inside, Bird. They can't stop the run with that one.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Tyson,
And no good, had a chance to take the lead there. Gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Here's Christie. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the line for him here.
Christie.
That free throw missing. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Larry Bird. And he sinks the second. 46 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Mobley. Here's Tyson. Mobley, a screen on Simmons. Here's Tyson. Guarded by Simmons. Here's Mobley. Shot clock at 2. Arrow on the wing. Here's Tyson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Christie. 11-point game his last outing. Simmons looking it over. Shoots over Merrill, and he drains the three. But let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball. Review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. They lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Cavaliers trailing. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Max Strus. Sam Merrill out there with Mobley. And it's Jerome in at the point. Takes the 13-footer. The shot no good. Tyson. Gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. They double-team Şengün. And that one is good.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Jerome passes to Mobley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on both. Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot. As you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now, who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Outside, Simmons. On the wing, Bird. Şengün with the screen for Bird. And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Hunter's checked in. Here's Jerome. Guarded by Simmons. Jerome passes to Strus. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Mobley against Bowl. On the clock, Hunter, no one around him, buries the long-range jumper. Hunter's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs. I think it's been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Bird outside. Shoots over Strus. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Cleveland leading by 3. Shot from 12. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Bird outside. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Simmons passes to Şengün. They need this. Good D by Mobley.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Arrow finds Hunter. Mobley wide open. That 3 off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bull against Hunter. Mobley with the block.
And this is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender.
Pass to Hunter. To the paint. Here's Merrill. And Bull pulls it down. Gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. Going just 1 for 5. Bird inside the 3-point line. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points.
They've shown a tremendous ability to cash in on their opponent's mistakes, creating offense with their defense.
Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Bull. A switch here also for Cleveland. Garland, he's checked in for Sam Merrill. Cleveland with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Garland dishes to Mobley. Unloads from 9. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Gotten a success rate of just over 50% from 3-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Now Duren. He has 7. High post. Şengün. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Şengün's got 6.
And Şengün knows when you don't have the ball, you have to stay ready to catch and fire.
Mobley kicks to Strus. Jerome passes to Garland. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now here's Beverly. No scoring in this one. To the inside. And stolen by Mobley. Strus passes to Garland. Hunter with it. Mobley finds Garland. Another miss by Garland.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck with deep here. It's just not his night.
3-pointer, Bird. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
Here's Jerome. Drills it from outside. And now an 8-point Cleveland lead.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
To the wing right side. Caruso. Play by Bird to set it up. Bird's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, Caruso is a very selective shooter, but he was committed to getting those points back.
Now, here's Garland. 9 points in the game so far. And here's Strus for 3. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bird, the pass to Durant. Back to Bird. Six on the shot clock from about 16. Here's Durant. And the layup's good off the glass. And now just a 3-point Cavalier lead.
Well, positioning and size win Durant the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
Garland kicks to Strus. Hunter for three. Buries it from three-point range. Hunter's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Pass to Caruso. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, that's his third three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the second. So he might be heating up.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Patrick Beverly. A switch here also for Cleveland. Mitchell, he's checked in for Max Strus. Mobley outside. Inside. Here's Jerome. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Jerome's got 5 points so far.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
VanVleet passes to Bird. Caruso kicks to Bird. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Bird's got 5 assists tonight. Pass to Hunter. To the middle. He's looking for Mitchell and finds him. Yes, that goes in. 10 points for him.
And a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
Now, here's Durant. Down low. Caruso, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Outside Garland. Pass to Hunter. Another shot. Mobley misses. Gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Loads it up there for Mobley. Stolen by VanVleet. And here is Caruso. Here's Bird. Now here's Durant. Guarded by Garland. Shot's good by Durant. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, let me tell you something about Jalen Durant. This guy fears no one, and he plays with a mean streak.
Now here's Garland. He's got 9. Hunter sets a screen for Garland. And that's collected by Bird. Bird's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Caruso with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. Şengün. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Competitive, selfless, and a high basketball IQ. Şengün with the traits every coach loves.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And Cleveland making a change here. Allen's checked in. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Garland, the pass to Allen. The shot from the low post is good.
And Allen's a competitor. He knows what his job is, and he has to be a major presence inside. He has to have the ability to score points down low.
Now here's VanVleet. 7 points in the game. Bird finds Wagner. Back to Bird. Van Vliet with it. Up top, Bird. Covered by Hunter. And they pick up 2.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
There's Garland. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Out to Bird. Pass to Christie. Van Vliet outside. And here's Bird from deep. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead. Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Now here's Van Vliet. Bird, the pass to Şengün. To the inside, and stolen by Mobley. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
3 points.
Garland's got 3 assists now in this one. 29 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Wagner. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Mobley's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Mitchell kicks to Mobley. No good on the 3. With 1 on the clock, and he hits the buzzer beater.
1 eye on the rim, 1 eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cavaliers lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
Hello, everyone, and
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they've needed most.
and credit their coach for a rather liberal substitution pattern. He mixed and matched beautifully in that first half. And the next topic and that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Cole is out there with Bird. Then it's Duren. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard.
The team has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And for the Cavaliers, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Hunter in at small forward. And slam dunk by Allen.
And you can see Allen's eyes light up when he saw the opportunity for that alley-oop and finishing it off in style.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Bull. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. A wide open look here for Caruso. Hits it from three-point range. Caruso's got 12.
Well, when he's able to find the shot he likes, Caruso can be pretty effective from range.
Mitchell is doubled. Now here's Allen. Allen, a screen on Van Vliet. Garland, the pass to Allen. Defense that time from Duren. Caruso finds Duren. Out to the right wing. Bird outside. Duran sets the screen for Bird. 5 on the clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley.
A moment to check out Darius Garland here.
He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's putting up about 17 points, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 15.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Duran slams it in.
That is what they want from Duran. Spike it, young fella.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Mitchell outside. Pass to Mobley. Back to Mitchell to stop the run. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Bird can't hit.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after-timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them. Up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to, but that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
And Mitchell drops them both.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10 wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height.
Mobley with the block. Out to Bird. Shot clock at 6. Şengün somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Şengün's got 9 points.
Love that intensity from Şengün inside, basically overpowering the coverage.
Mitchell looking it over. Screen by Allen. Shot's good by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 19 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Now here's Van Vliet. He has 7. Back to Bird. Over Hunter. And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Garland kicks to Mobley. A miss that time would have put him up.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Now, here's Garland. 9 points in the game so far. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Reddish the pass to Bird. Wants to get it to Reddish and does. The shot comes out. Good D by Mitchell. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Spins. Pass to Mobley. For 3, Hunter. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Bird passes to Şengün. that bucket in no time at all. Şengün's got 13.
For as hard as Şengün plays, he's always so relaxed on the floor.
Garland, the pass to Hunter. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 8 points for him.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now here's Van Vliet. He has 7. On the wing, Bird. Covered by Hunter. Mobley against Şengün. Pass to Van Vliet. Jacks up a 3. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Garland against Van Vliet. On its way from Hunter for 2. And again, it's Cleveland. Here's Van Vliet. Bird outside. Pass to Reddish. Bird looking it over. Rebound by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. They trail by 1. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
And what a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out. Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Now we'll check across the NBA the best shooters from the stripe. You look at Bird, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line and it's nearly automatic.
And you simply got to avoid sending him to the line. Absolutely no one has better form from the stripe than he does.
Mobley with the block. And they're able to recover. Lob pass to Wagner.
Well, at just under 7 feet, Wagner can be very effective on the glass, which is especially...
Hello, Finesse. How you doing, man? Hope you're enjoying the game. It's a hell of a game we got here. Make sure you're reading the description so you can follow along with the storyline.
He's got 9. From outside the arc, hits the 3-point bomb. Garland's got 12 points in the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
And too much time in the lane. They get called
That's
for the
great,
3-second violation.
Hope you're liking it, too, so we can get this thing uploaded. Liking all the videos.
Have gone at a pretty good shooting
that you're
pace.
watching.
They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Mobley kicks to Strus. Back to Mobley. From outside, off the mark.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Wagner passes to Bird. Pippen with the wide-open look. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Bird's got 9 assists now tonight. Mitchell outside. Strus kicks to Mobley. Here's Mitchell driving inside. Larry Bird grabs the miss. Bird's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Caruso. Bird a screen on Garland. Pippen the pass to Bird. Here's Christie. Wagner with it. Allen defending. 4 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Donovan Mitchell.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 12. A kick out to Mobley. And another miss by Cleveland.
Yeah, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
And here's Pippen. Bird is screen on Garland. Pass to Christie. To the wing on the left. Here's Caruso. A three-pointer is right on target. Caruso's got 17.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Garland kicks to Mitchell. Puts up a three. A kick out to Mobley. Good on the triple. 11 points in the game.
And Mobley is a work in progress from there. Draining the triple should certainly help his confidence.
Wagner outside. Bird outside. Driving in. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That one on Mobley.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish with the contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. For the Cavaliers, Tyson's checked in. And it's Sam Merrill in for Donovan Mitchell. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Cal.
Here's Pippen. Following the score by Cleveland. And the officials will call the illegal score right there. On Friday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And when you look at that Raptors matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Okoro, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Here's Jerome. He's got 5. Here's Mobley. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And Bird, here we go. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
I can't think of a shot or move.
That was the slowest fast break in human captivity.
One of one in the
but
game
it was
so far from
effective.
the line.
My goodness, that took forever to develop. But it works.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
Here's Jerome. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Mobley misses.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bird left side. Pass to Wagner. Great play by Bird to set it up.
And at 6'11", Wagner is a threat inside. Good to see him going up with confidence down there.
Now, here's Strus. He has 5. Mobley against Wagner. Mobley the pass to Strus. And another miss by Cleveland. Bird outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Third team foul. At the line for your home team, Larry Bird. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Bird. Both shots good from the stripe.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw.
Oh, amazing.
Wow.
Perfect timing there.
Wow, what a shot by
Beats
Jerome.
the buzzer from way down court. These fans are stunned.
The third quarter comes to a close. They lead by 6. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Christie is out there with Simmons. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then there's Wagner. And it's Van Vliet in a shooting guard. Wagner on the wing. Wade is covered. Simmons. And he banks in the layup.
They are just killing him on the interior.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Outside Garland. Pass to Hunter. Lets the 3 fly. He is hauled in by Beverly.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
And that one's good. Wagner.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Pass to Hunter. A 3 ball. And Simmons with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Now Beverly. And here is Van Vliet. Clock at 6. And Simmons kicks to Wagner. Fades away. And it's Strus with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 10. And it's Wade in the corner. Here's Jerome. Covered by Van Vliet. To the middle. There's Garland. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Taking the bump. Garland doesn't hold back and gets rewarded with the foul.
For the Cavaliers, Darius Garland. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
Thompson, he's checked in for Dean Wade. All free throws good from Garland.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Christie against Drews. Inside. Here's Durant. Thompson with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Right side, Garland. A 3 from Strus. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 5 assists tonight.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Good on the shot.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Jerome passes to Garland. Snatched away. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
At the line for 2, Cam Reddish.
And he makes the first. Jared Allen's checked in for the Cavaliers. Both free throws good from Reddish. It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. Pass to Allen. It's stolen by Durant. Here's the break. Here's Reddish. Jerome with the rebound. Jerome's got 4 rebounds in this game. Strus in the corner. Here's Jerome. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Allen passes to Jerome. Screen by Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Durant. Here's Christie. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generation. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them. Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Pass to Beverly. Off target with his 3. The Cavaliers trail by 9. There's Garland. Simmons pulls it in. Gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Count that one.
Well, it's always a huge bonus when Durant has a scoring night like this.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Back to Garland. Hunter sets a screen for Garland. Pass to Tyson. The three-pointer, no good. Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Durant. That shot off. Excellent D there from Allen. The Cavaliers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Tyson. A 3. Drills the three-pointer.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Simmons passes to Durant. Excellent D there from Allen. To the paint. And it's Allen slamming it down.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Pass to Garland. Floats one up. Oh, that's blocked.
Well, Duran making his physical presence known.
And here comes the break. Shot's good by Simmons.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Cavaliers. Mitchell comes in for DeAndre Hunter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He was not pleased. He said, "You guys look dead out there." Told him they've got to play with more activity. And then he said, "This is not going to cut it. I have to see who's going to step it up, guys."
Thank you, David. Pass to Jerome. Oh, trying for it, and stolen by Caruso. Van Vliet kicks to Şengün. Out to Bird. Now here's Caruso. Play by Bird to set it up. Caruso's got 20 points.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else. Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Bird. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
Well, after draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
Pass to Bird. Over Mitchell. Drills the elbow jumper. 25 points in the game.
Yeah, not only is Caruso unselfish, he just has a great feel for the game.
The drive by Mitchell. Basket good.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. Got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Caruso. 6 to shoot. Here's Bird. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Hunter kicks to Mitchell. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. Gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Bird. Duran down low. Covered by Mobley. Duran, no good.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with the chance to win.
And Mobley throws it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Şengün with a screen on Hunter. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Mitchell. Here's Allen. And it's blocked by Şengün.
Using that length, Şengün timing the block.
Down low. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Garland kicks to Allen. Garland against Van Vliet. Tries from 10. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Garland, so intelligent on the floor, the kind of player you want taking over in that pick and roll.
Doing it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Bird. Over Hunter. Mobley with the block. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Bird. And it's Bird with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Garland the pass to Hunter. He can't get it to go. Great defense that time from Şengün. Van Vliet kicks to Caruso. Pass to Şengün. Out to Bird. Over Hunter. Bird with the bucket.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Hunter no good. On the wing, Bird. Covered by Hunter. Fires from deep. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Knocked away. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Larry Bird.
All right, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching this game with 86 Larry Bird taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers here in this season between him and Magic Johnson. Next game coming up is going to be the Memphis Grizzlies taking on Team Showtime. Let's do a quick recap of where we stand right now in the season. Team Showtime right now is at 43-9 with the same record as Team Larry Bird. It's crazy. Bird and Magic got their teams playing the exact same record-wise, although their journeys have been vastly different. Team Showtime right now is on a 19-game winning streak, while Team Larry's been dealing with a lot of injuries but still plugging through, and they've had a trade that they've had to adjust to their chemistry. And they've been battling out there, and they also have the New York Knicks who are still on their trail. Meanwhile, out west, the Mavericks and the Timberwolves they're not going to catch Showtime. I don't think they are. They're so far behind, and they've already lost some of the in-season tiebreakers. So it's kind of like how it was in the '80s when Magic would just run through the Western Conference and Bird would battle to the East to get to the finals. It's playing out the same way. But as we see here, both teams same exact record through 50+ games. Let's take a quick look here at the MVP race. I believe, oops, my fault, sorry. There it is. It's Bird and Magic in the MVP race with Nikola Jokic and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, Shai would be higher, but Shai missed a lot of games. He was hurt earlier. He should be higher, but he missed a lot of games early in the season. But look at those. Bird's averaging 48 and 11. Now, his numbers are coming down scoring-wise because the ball's being spread a lot more because the offense is getting a lot more in sync, whereas Magic is just averaging a triple-double. I mean, if you watch any of the Showtime games, they just flow up and down the court. He's averaging 15 rebounds, 23 points, and 20 assists, a steal, and a block. I believe Magic's also in the running for the Defensive Player of the Year of the Year award. Although I don't think he's going to get it though, but he's in the running for it though. Also, I think the biggest takeaway is look at the most improved players. They're the guys who are playing with Team Larry Bird and Team Magic. The most improved players are the guys who are playing with Team Larry and Team Magic. There, 3 of the guys that are on those teams are in the running for the most improved player. It's crazy. And Larry Bird is the Clutch Player of the Year award. Most likely to win that award at the end of the season. But with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. I humbly ask you to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you like what you saw, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you in the next upcoming video as we continue the Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson in the Modern Era series. The 1986 version of Larry Bird and the 1987 version of Magic Johnson. They're absolute peaks, with teams built around them, with players from today's modern era, with playbooks and plays that I picked that I believe would showcase their talents to the best of their ability in the modern era, as well as showcase some of their weaknesses, because we're seeing some weaknesses as much as we are seeing strengths. And the thing I would tell you more about that I've seen most is Magic's turnovers are higher than they would be because of the players today are a lot longer and a lot faster. So those passing lanes that were open in Magic's day, they're not there like they used to be. Although the pace is so much faster, the assists are higher, but the turnovers are higher. I think that's something because Magic takes a lot more chances with his passes. I think that's the one thing that you notice when you see these games. Also with Larry, he's playing a lot more up front than he would have been in the 80s because the small forwards of today are just so much more faster than they were when he was playing. So defensively, he's paying a price in transition, but he's getting it back on the other end through setting hard screens, post-ups, coming off screens, catching shoots, and isolations, quick little isolations of dribble one move and go moves. So it's pretty interesting stuff. Although he's also killing on the rebounds too. But with that being said, guys, I will see you guys in the next video coming up here shortly as Team Las Vegas takes on the Memphis Grizzlies. And please hit the notification bell so you do not miss it. I will see you guys soon. Take care.